Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video of the Arsmoth. Today we're going to be reviewing two other tanks, the Object 430 and the Type 59 2A. Type 59 2A is, should I say, a rare vehicle. That is a 105mm, but it looks like it doesn't belong to the tank itself. But we're going to go over the Object 430 first, and this tank, well, it fires APDS and heat, and it also gets just the normal high explosive round. So let's look at the sustained damage. 5 seconds to reload this 100mm. 5 seconds. 3,100 damage per minute, 250mm a pen with its APDS, 380 with its heat, 300 average damage. So you know, pretty alright actually. Defense, 1,800 hit points, 120mm at the front, 80 sides, 40 at the rear, 248mm of the front turret, 185 at the sides, 63 at the rear. So let's actually go into the armor view right now, and let's actually have a look at the tank. So as we can see, it is a bit weak here, but as we scroll over, the turret becomes extremely strong. Now if you can hit this area right here, very tiny area, if you can hit it right here, you're gonna blow the ammo. I'm just checking to see, doesn't look like it, but if he's at that sort of an angle, you can't see his lower plate, you're not really going to have a chance of actually getting through his armor. If you load a heat round, well, this is a completely different story. You're gonna pedal the rev all the way through. So from like say 367 meters away, the armor becomes extremely strong. But if we get up to like 30 meters, the armor, it really lacks, really lacks on the upper plate. The lower plate is just not really up to par. But I believe because this thing gets, I think it's like 4 degrees gun depression, 0.14 accuracy, 2.1 second aim time, 42 degrees to turn the turret, utilities 20% ammo rating. That's an extremely high ammo rating. Same as the Type 59 really. Mobility wise, 50 km an hour, 7 seconds to the up to 32. It weighs 32.1 tons and takes 28 seconds to turn the hole, so it's a little bit sluggish, but it does have a 580 horsepower engine. The D45 TS gun that it has is a pretty okay gun, actually. And we're going to actually go into battle with it, see how well it performs. And it is a tier 4 machine, so it's not going to really come up against, super overpowered competition. Just see how well it actually performs. Oh, hello. So we are in more of a tier 4 game than a tier 5, but we can deal with that. So once we load in, we're going to try and use our turret armor, just like the IS-7 and the Object 279. They have excellent turret armor. The Object 430 does have pretty okay turret armor. I think it's better than the T62's armor. But this tank just looks fabulous, it really does. And I like that they've actually put a log on the back of the tank now. Why is he going at that sort of an angle? Okay, that's a bit weird. So let's go.
I'm afraid the cartel has gotten their hands on the warehouse full of chemical warheads.
So it does reload pretty quickly.
Take control of the warehouse quickly. There are also some missile launchers located in the area.
Does you know, pretty alright damage. 300 damage on top of that.
Hold on to that location.
It's gonna struggle to pen some like tanks as you can see back right here. But ooh. It's not going to really
Target locked. Identify. Hostile PC. Target locked on.
because we got
They hit us hard. Target's gone. Smoke out. Move.
just shoot him, get rid of him, or just attempt to.
Identify target.
And we're already dead. Brilliant.
Target locked on.
Just attempt to get rid of this guy. So the tank isn't, you know, that strong. Ooh. We might actually die here.
Enemy destroyed.
And we are on no health yet again. So let's just move up. This tank did actually receive a nerf, if I'm correct. It received quite a large nerf. So I'm not exactly sure what got nerfed, but what I do know is I think it was mostly the engine power, because this thing was able to shift around really quickly. Shoot him. I'm so dead here. If we could just somehow pick off this guy. Now that is the solid object, so that's good.
Identify. Hostile PC.
Oh, well, that's gonna come back to So it's really not the strongest tank in the game. It's a pretty. I mean, the gun's pretty good and all, but it's not a good tank. It really is not. It just lacks in every compartment. I mean, the armor is strong to the player's eyes. They think, oh yeah, like you know, 140 millimeters of raw thickness armor, well 120, sloped at like 60 degrees. It doesn't really help. I mean, that used to be 150, and the turret used to be 300, and then it, you know, got nerfed, and basically everything got absolutely destroyed. Now, I'm not sure, but I think this tank is even worse than the Object 430. Oh yeah. Move that up to 100 meters. Yeah, this thing is gonna bounce. Oh wow. Yeah, it just completely. The heat is worse. Well, the air's just like. Wow. So basically, this tank is basically the worst version of the Object 430. The gun, I think it reloads slow, 7 seconds. Yeah, 2,900 DPM, 380 average damage, 265 millimeters of average pen. 1,415. It does get a slight buff, speed buff to the APDS. The heat is not as quick, but it does lose that accuracy. It's 0.15 accuracy. The defense 1800 hit points, and same as the Object 430. 100 millimeters on the frontal, on the front hull, 80 at the sides, 45 at the rear. Minus still 200 millimeters of frontal tail armor, 160 at the sides, 65 at the rear. Mobility wise, 50 kilometers an hour. It does weigh slightly more than the Object 430. The hull does turn quicker, and it takes less to get up to 32 kilometers an hour. Because I think it's got a more powerful engine. Yeah, 580 horsepower. Utility, 20% camera rating and 390 meter fuel range, so it's, you know, pretty right. And it does get 1 more degree gun depression, so that's also nice. It's got 0.12 accuracy. I think, oh, it is better than the Object 4. The Object 430 is 0.14. It doesn't aim as quickly as the Object 430. The turret doesn't turn as quickly. So this tank does feel more like a sluggish Object 430, and it's probably not going to do as good. So let's go out to battle and just see how we would do. And hopefully we can actually do pretty well in this tank. 105mm. I think it's 105mm Type 81I. 2.5 second aim time, 0.14. Yeah. Max elevation 17 degrees. That's pretty good when you think about it. But I don't know, it just feels like a more sluggish Object 430 to me. That's why I haven't really played it that much, but it is a rare vehicle, so that's that really. Just see how this performs. So they got a AMX-30B2 Brennus, a Sheridan, an AMX-13 DCA, and 2 Type 59s. Right. It would be nice if we get the Type 59 Dragon, the one with the 105mm L7A1C, or the L7, the L7C, I think it is. But this tank, it, you know, it's kind of like, I don't know. I mean, the Object 430 is bad. It's a bad tank. I mean, anything larger than 81mm gun caliber, higher than that, is going to go through the Object 430's upper plate. Guns bigger than 75mm is going to go right through the upper plate of the Type 59. But I
company, we've just got new intel. The cartel is unloading crates of anti-tank mines from the train. Destroy the shipment.
really, you can tell that. Okay. Yeah, I know. I just realised it. So we're gonna reverse here. Move forwards, go over the bridge. So it does feel quicker than the Object 430. I mean, this thing used to be the worst version of the. It still is the worst version, but it used to be the way more sluggish version of the Object 430. And now that the Object 430 is actually quite sluggish. What? Excuse me? Here, that's good. Smacked him in the face. That's a T-80 lieutenant right there.
That one's down. Target.
Those are two lieutenants. I did not want to fight those. I'd rather pick a fight with the Stingray, thank you.
Target penetrated.
He's going to pen my plate. It doesn't matter. I would rather pick a fight with any other tank. No, I would rather not pick a fight with you. You're gonna go right through my upper plate. I know it, because you got APFSDS. Oh, that didn't even pen you. What? You didn't even pen? Oh my god. Don't reload, don't reload, don't reload. Oh, I didn't even track him. Oh, he fired. So that's good.
Target locked on.
Face hug.
Hostile PC.
Face hug, face hug, face hug. Alright, we're gonna attempt to
Identify target.
No effect.
oh, that's a merch 6B. Just pop over here.
Identify.
Hostile tank. Target locked on.
Road, Sabo.
Can this tank even aim?
Identify. Or hit.
Okay, somehow he went straight. Where did he? Where did he hit us? There's no visible impact marker, so don't exactly know where he
Identify
hit
target.
us.
Hostile tank.
Road, Sabo.
Head him, that's good. So we did bounce a shot from the merch. It's kind of a good thing, really.
Road, Sabo.
Might be good. Ooh. So we are kind of screwed now. If I can repair my tank, that's it.
Spice up.
The breach is fixed. Identify.
Hostile tank.
I could just move up over here.
Road, Sabo.
Ah, for crying out loud, you gotta be really? Really? Is this gun really that powerful? Why are those tanks in the game? They are so fucking powerful. 105mm doing 600 damage. That's stupid. Anyway. Anyway.
Hostile PC.
Give me
Enemy
you.
destroyed.
Because you are not allowed in this battle.
Enemy
Get
destroyed.
rid of him, that's good. The Sheridan is
Hostile
near.
PC.
Rotor, Sabo. They hit it.
Oh, of course you're gonna pen my upper plate, because who gives a shit about armor these days? Promise this we're gonna go right through my armor again. And didn't kill him, that's fucking brilliant. Okay.
Identify.
Hostile. Target destroyed.
And I'm fucking dead again. This pisses me off. It's just, these tanks are utter garbage. They are so bad. They are so bad. It's just infuriating of how bad they are. So basically, don't get these tanks because they are bad. After the, I think that after the main battle tank rework, they are so bad. They used to be so good, and now they are just not up to par. They really are not. I mean, the targeting, 4 degrees. 4 degrees. This tank should at least have some good armor protection. It doesn't even have that. I mean, right. Just to prove a point. Just to prove a point. 80 GM. get the best. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look, this tank has no armor whatsoever. You can get a couple lucky bounces, but it's just I can't even describe it. I hate these tanks. I hate these tanks. I really do dislike these tanks. They are just so bad. So we're gonna move away from these two tanks, and the next tank we're gonna actually review. I'm thinking of probably doing this one, but probably not. I'll do the I'll do this. So these two tanks are basically the same. The only difference is that one gets a higher damage per minute because it it has all the Challenge 1 Fion has, or Fion has all the equipment on it, while the Challenger 1 Wolf doesn't. So let's just review the Challenger 1 Wolf right now, and it does have a DU APFSDS round, has 620mm pen, HESH round has 312, so the HESH round is really good, but it doesn't have the shell velocity, and that's a little bit disappointing when you think about it. The reload time is about 10 seconds. So what we are going to do is we are going to take this, put it on, yes please. We're going to take 9 seconds. Increases acceleration. I'll take that. Touch reverse 27 degrees. I'll put that on. Right, so now we are, sort of up to par. So we are going to put on that and put this on. Go to the gunner, torture first. Max buddies and 3.5%. Green time. Put that on, and then I'll put this on 30 degrees, that's good. And then I'll go to the loader. Wait, if I obviously put that up. Put that on. Right. So 600 average damage. Put that on. 550 with the HESH. But we're going to stick with the DU APFSDS. 600 average damage, 620 average penetration, 3,723 DPM. Compared to the M1A1 that has 3,800. These tanks, they, well, 9-second reload with these big old 120 mils. The defense, now this is where the Challenger 1 comes into its own play. 3,950 health, that's extremely high for tier 7 MBT. I don't know any other MBT that has that extreme health. I don't think there is one. No, I don't think there is one. 640. We're gonna just basically 640 at the front of the hull, 275 at the sides, 70 at the rear, 720 millimeters of frontal hull turret armor, 420 at the sides, 52 at the rear, and we're just gonna see how strong this turret or this tank is. Oh wow, this tank is scary. Now with the upgraded DUA PFSDS that the Challenger 1 gets, you can sort of pen it, but if we were to get a I don't know, say this tank, and get its best round, it can go through the lower plate and it can go through everything. But if it's just using the normal round, yeah, get that round. Fin stabilized. No, not gonna pen. Heat. Not really gonna pen. 80 GM. Can sort of pen, but at the same time, it. So it's got very high defense standards. What's the mobility like? It's not that good. I mean, 55 kilometers an hour, 8 seconds to get up to 32 kilometers an hour. It weighs 70 tons, and that's extremely heavy for this sort of tank. 9 seconds for the Challenger 1 firing. 28 degrees to turn this hull. That's sluggish. So utility 13% ammo rating, 450 meter view range. Pretty good when you think about it. You can't really spot for yourself, but you still have that amazing view range, and you can knock off enemy tanks, and you can use your turret arm to your advantage. Targeting 10 degrees at the sides and front, 4.5. I think that means that when it raises up or something at the rear, because it doesn't have the minus. 0.10 accuracy. Very, very accurate gun. 1.8 second aim time, 30 degrees to turn turret. Pretty well, actually, when you think about it. It's pretty well. Pretty good little tank. So let's actually take it out into battle and just see how well this thing performs. And they've both got the same ammo type, just different skins basically. We're just going to see how well this does. Now, even though it's sluggish, it has very, very, very good armor for the tier it's at. It's basically got tier 9 hit points, tier 8 to tier 9 hit points, and it's got like tier 8 to tier 9 armor at tier 7, so it's extremely strong. And we're just going to see how well it does. So let's have a look here. So we're in a pretty good matchup. You use the big old gun to our advantage. Now we could use the Hesh, or we could use the. I'm going to use the DUA PFSDS. Fire chance bonus 25%. Fire chance bonus module damage 35%. Fire chance bonus 300%. So we'll only use Hesh for, like, you know, those slightly less armored targets.
Over the refinery, but you're gonna help us take it back. We need to take the refinery. Otherwise, the PLM will control oil prices for the entire region. All right, Black Company, you're in position. If you take
You
them
can
all out,
already
I'll
feel
throw in a
how
bonus.
sluggish this
Looks
tank
like the
really
PLM
is.
had a backup plan to escape with supplies.
So once we get over here, we should be able to help out some way or another. So unlike War Thunder, this tank is pretty solid. Can't see him. Ooh. You don't even need to really aim or lead the target. It's such a fast shell. It just hits them right away. Just mark the position there. That one. He is right there. All he has to do is just pull the trigger.
Nice work. Move to the next target. Target destroyed.
Get rid of that. Now we're going to pop around here. It looks like this tank got squished. Use our toe armor. Our hull is, you know, pretty. No, that completely missed him. I don't know where that went. I'll take that. Good old bit of damage, actually. Oh no, I'll take that as well.
Target eliminated.
And I'll kill him off. So it is a pretty sluggish vehicle, but it is again pretty maneuverable.
Good work.
Right, can this NM 142?
Only one target left. Proceed with caution.
Oh, one target left.
Identify. Hostile tank.
So they can't really pen my turret, but I need to be careful.
Identify. Hostile tank. Primary sight hit.
Just shoot him. Explosive reactive armor. Don't mind that.
Identify target. Optics down. Hostile tank.
That should slow them down for a while.
Sight is up. Hostile tank.
They're going to struggle to pen me now because I'm showing my front armor. That's an LT-105. I've never seen that tank before. Is it a reward tank or something like that? Guys, put it in the comment section what kind of tank this is in front of me.
They took out my sight.
Take him out, that's good. I'm going to take out this WPB. If I can get a shot. Nope, that's just going to shatter. Right, that Leopard 2A5 has a pretty okay. He's looking at me, but he can't hit me, so that's another good thing. Come on.
Strike destroyed. Sight's been hit.
Haha.
Target locked on.
Yeah, you can't turn your turret now, can you? I need to be a bit careful because I'm not entirely sure if he'll be able to pen me at all. No, I'm just going to hit his gun. I'm going to say thank you because oh, there's a Merca for Mark IV. So we have done pretty well, up to 6,000 damage right now.
Identify. Hostile PC. Target locked. Smoke out. Move.
Wow. They seriously could not pen my low plate.
Identify. Hostile tank.
So I'm just gonna move up. Oh wow, we had to hit the place that had the most armor.
They took out my sight.
Overmatch. Okay, so we did actually pen right through his tank. It's a bit surprising. Where is he?
Shit, sights down. Optics repair.
So that guy's just got deleted.
Alright, optic repaired. Site repaired.
So we're going to move up, hopefully, and just try and support our team as well as we can.
Identify. Hostile tank.
We're going to try and use the dead body of our guy here. Just try and push forwards, really.
Identify. Hostile tank.
I don't think we'll be able
Down, I
to
can't see.
his turret because he's a challenger after all.
Optics repaired.
That's something you don't want to see when you come around the corner. Oh, that's a stingray.
Identify. Hostile PC. Sights down.
Come on. Okay, somehow he went undetected and I missed him. So they can only really see my turret. And this is where the Challenger 1 really shines. Because when you get hold down, you can seriously pick apart your opponents. So let's now move up. I'm not that afraid of them. Okay. We hit his ammo. So if we hit directly there again, we're going to blow his ammo. Oh, it's shattered. He's an autoloader. Oh, we did blow his ammo, okay. Oh, he's got to be a bit... Oh, he's dead. That's good. That is superb. So I don't know how much damage we've mitigated this game, but it's enough to... Alright, so we've completely taken out his module. Come on guys, help me out. Ooh. Did pen us. And we've run out of ammo. Take him out, that's good. Oh, we are starting to get overrun. Right, take him, that's good. And we've actually lost this game. Take him out.
We're out of options. Call in the airstrike.
And we did lose that because our team were just too passive. They really were. They just sat back. I was just. So let's see how well we actually did. How well did we do? Let's have a look. Damage mitigated. 15,000 damage. That's a lot of damage mitigated. We came first. 14,000 damage spotted by us. 58,000 damage dealt. 25 kills. I think we did pretty well that match. So it is a good tank. It is extremely strong, very strong. I don't. What tier is the Challenger one? Because I'm not sure. There we go. Challenger 1. The Challenger 2. Let's actually have a look at the Challenger 2. See how strong this is. Alright, so tier 7. Let's take the Assaulter. Yeah, can go straight. Oh. So, what is that? Depleted uranium composite. Hold on, man. Wait, that's 200? Really? That is insanely strong for that tank. So, thank you guys for watching the video. If you've liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like this video, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think about the Object 432, the Object 430, the Type 59, and the Challenger 1, the Premium Challenger 1. I think that they're fantastic, really. I really do. God, this tank is just... That's a 140mm gun. It doesn't look right on the tank. It really doesn't. You can't pen it from the flipping front. That's the problem. Ash. Oh, Ash ain't got a pen. Penetrating into the squash it. I mean, that could pen AP. What is that? The premium AP? 805mm a pen. 1500 meters a second. Simple 13 accuracy. So, thank you guys for watching the video. If you've enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't enjoyed this video, again, give it a thumbs down. Put in the comment section what you think about this tank, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.